Hey guys, how's it going? This is me, T-Dude here, for another edition of Gaming Pickups for the month of April of 2016. So, let's get started. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the month of April, a lot of games, and also, you could say this was the month of peripherals and controllers, so I'll get to that. And also, no digital games that I've bought in April, so yeah, it's pretty different. But we have a lot of games to go through, so let's get started. First, let's go with the controllers here for both the Xbox 360. We have the Mad Catz Xbox 360 arcade controller, which is interesting, to say at least. There's a little spinner there. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that's really interesting. It also came with this package came with these three, or actually more like four. Yeah, these four cards that have Xbox Live codes for Frogger, Time Pilot, and Astropop as games, and also, you know, free Xbox Live 48-hour free trial. So that's pretty cool. And then we have a Xbox 360 controller. I'm assuming a Halo edition because of the Halo green. So that looks really cool. So really excited to get my third 360 controller. So yeah, awesome. Then over here we have a few memory cards. Over here we got the official Nintendo GameCube 1019 memory card. Let me get a good look at that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is the memory card that you can officially buy. It has the most memory, which I'm really glad. We got a PlayStation 2 red memory card, always cool. A Dreamcast memory card, that's always good to have. And something that I've been always wanted to get was this thing, the Xbox Flash memory card. Yeah. So you remember when the original Xbox had memory cards? No, you didn't, because no one that I knew ever had one of these things. So, just kind of like the N64 with their memory card packs, right? The 360 also had like this too, which, if I remember correctly, also used to use it for those headsets there, right? But those are like actual memory cards that you could actually put memory in and game saves, and I'm assuming you could bring it to your friends and stuff. So I'm really happy that I gotten this thing, because I have never seen this anywhere really, and it works, it's fine, it's great, and there we go. Over here we have a unique thing, a Guitar Hero case for the DS game, if I remember correctly. Let me try to open this with one hand. Okay, there we go. So we got, and voila, here we go. I already put my blue broken DS there, and also it came with a Guitar Hero On Tour controller, which actually is the second one I have. And you know, it's just basically a case for the DS and a copy of the game, and put some games there, and a pick stylus. That's kind of neat. So it was super cheap. So it's a nice little case. It's kind of fun. Over here, you're probably wondering what is this thing? So yeah, this is what is called the Pelican Dance Drum. It comes with these drumsticks here, and is a PlayStation 2 controller, which is for rhythm games. So let me bring up the box right now. Yeah, look at that thing. A fun and new way to play DDR games. So this is what it came with. It's made by Pelican. Performance you can trust. Oh yeah, definitely. And the reason I got it was because it's just this really weird controller that I'd never seen before. And it's like, oh yeah, I like me rhythm and dance games, right? And it has like, oh look, reinforced durable surface, 2 durable drumsticks, non-skid bottom, 8-foot cable, play all PS2 dance and rhythm games like DDR Extreme, Extreme 2, Max, Max 2, and the one game that I was really wanted this to work with is Taiko Drum Master. Now, if you don't know what Taiko Drum Master is, Taiko Drum Master is a game where it uses a drum controller. Alright, and there's a PS2 version of it. There's a bunch of them on the DS and Wii. And I thought like, oh, this would be great for that game. You know, it's basically a big giant drum where you just drum the, you know, arrows, right? It'd be awesome, right? And then I found out that after testing it, it doesn't actually really work with Taiko Drum Master. Because with Taiko Drum Master, there's technically, there's 2 buttons really, but there's technically 4. There's like 2 red and 2 blue. But the blue buttons don't work at all with this controller. So I was super disappointed that this controller doesn't work with it. So yeah. Alright, so going on with the theme of peripheral controllers, you might have noticed this thing right here. Alright, so what is this? Look, it's a Tony Hawk dongle thing, right? And look, it's a Tony Hawk Ride manual with the board controller. So you know what that means? I got a Tony Hawk Shred controller. Yeah! So, yeah, this thing, right? So, you remember when Tony Hawk Ride was a thing? Yeah. I've gotten the opportunity to actually get one of these controllers, and not only that, but with the all-ever important USB thing that has to work with it. So, actually, funny enough, I found this manual at a completely different store than the one that I bought it from here. It was this kind of bundle because, like, maybe one day, like, this will be good to have whenever I get this controller. Now, it might be like months from now, but I actually got this from like very early in the month, and then at the end of the month, I managed to get a Tony Hawk Shred controller. And I was always very curious about like what this was and how it worked with the Tony Hawk Ride and Tony Hawk Shred games. So, and I actually managed to get a copy of Tony Hawk Shred, and amazingly enough, it actually works well. Surprisingly, I always thought that this thing didn't work or something, but it worked fine. Maybe it's the Shred controller actually works better than the original Ride controller. I don't know, but it actually works pretty well, and it looks kind of cool too. Though it was really dirty, so I cleaned up a bunch, and there was a lot of like tape goop, you know, that there. So it was a bother just to kind of clean everything up. But yeah. But hey, guess what? That's not the only big peripheral thing that I got. But I also got a Wii balance board. Yeah! So, yeah, it was just like a day filled with like finding all this like cool stuff. And I managed to finally get myself a Wii balance board. So, like, again, it's one of those things where like I'm always really interested in like getting in the future, and like I finally got this thing. So, and there's dozens of games that use this balance board. So in this stack of games, I bought a bunch of Wii games that uses this balance board, including Wii Fit. So I'll be getting to that pretty much right now. So here's pretty much all the games I gotten this this month of April. So yeah, look at all that stuff. Let's go from, I guess, top to bottom or something like that, or wherever. So we have 4 box N64 games, all wrestling games. WWF Attitude, WCW, NWO Revenge. Some might say the best wrestling game on the N64. I beg to differ with WWF No Mercy, but whatever. WWF Warzone, and WCW vs. NWO World Tour. It's always great to have like these boxed like cartridge games, especially with the N64, since I love the N64. So it's always awesome to, get these kind of games. And then the one and only amiibo that I got in this month, or in the month of April, was Chibi Robo Ziplash, the package game with it. So not only the amiibo, but also the game with it too. And yeah, it's really cool. I haven't played it yet, but I just realized that I kind of need that little disc thing for my 3DS because I don't have the new 3DS. So yeah, and plus it was like really cheap. It was like 15 bucks, and I guess at EB Games, I guess we're just kind of getting rid of it or something. So it was great. And then we have some let's see over here, some PC games right here. StarCraft Wings of Liberty, which I got used, which hopefully actually works and is not used, but we'll see. And then World of Goo, which I was really surprised to find that it had a PC release. I thought it was just a WiiWare game, but yeah, it actually has a copy. And now for all these games, right? There's a lot of games here, so let's kind of go through them. WarioWare Smooth Moves, a game that I've been looking for a while. I always wanted to get it because I rented it as a kid. Wow, it's been like almost a decade, right? And yeah, I always enjoyed this game, so got it. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, one of the balance board games, as you can see right there. And then I played it with my sister. It's fun. It's alright. It's different. Super Monkey Ball Stuff and Roll, another balance board game that I want to try out. Wii Music, yeah. So it was really cheap. This game, man, I remember this was like $50 or something like that, and people were like, "Wow, this is not a good game." But hey, it was really cheap, and plus it uses the Wii balance board for the weird like drum thing. So yeah. Shaun White's Snowboarding, which was like $2 at EB Games, and it also uses the balance board. So, and Wii Fit Plus, which of course uses the balance board. And I remember borrowing the Wii Fit and balance board from a cousin of mine, and it was kind of cool. So now I have my own copy and my own balance board, so it's great. Then over here we have Rumble Roses Double X, which is a game that I've been meaning to try to find forever, really. Because, as a big wrestling fan, I want to get, like, all the wrestling games. And I really liked the first game in the series, and I finally found it for like $3 at EV Games, so I'm really happy about that one. Legends of Wrestling 2, with really cool exclusive DVD footage, so that's kind of neat. Midnight Club 2, Rockstar game, kind of neat. Connect Star Wars, yeah! Can't wait to play this one, that's great. Dance Masters, which is a Konami dance game that hopefully is similar to DDR in a way. Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't played it yet, but we'll see. Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, which I'm really happy that I managed to find this. And I did pay about like $45 for it. And some might say that's a pretty good deal. Though, like, usually I don't like to pay for games like that, that's a lot of money, at least to me, for a game sometimes, because I want to find those deals. But this was the best deal I could kind of find it for, right? So I'm really happy that I got this game, and hopefully I'll be playing it. That'll be awesome. Big Bumpin' for the Xbox, and also I guess the Xbox 360. So I remember when this happened with the two other games, and at the time I didn't have an Xbox 360, but I did have original Xbox. But because of this right here, which is different from that, right? I always thought it was just for the Xbox 360, and that like it wouldn't work on the original Xbox. But I actually, looked it up, and it does actually work for the original Xbox. There's apparently 2 different versions of the same game on one disc. The original Xbox version and the Xbox 360 version. I haven't tried the Xbox version, but I did play on the 360, and yeah, I was always curious about this, and yeah, I got big bumpin'. That's great. Hulk Hogan's main event for the Xbox 360, another Kinect game, 3 Kinect games right here. Because of me being a big wrestling fan and trying to own every wrestling game, here it is, the 3rd wrestling game in this package. Binary Domain. This was recommended to me by my friend Jeremy, and he swears that this game is awesome. And you know what? This game is awesome. I beat it, and man, it's just a roller coaster ride of a game that uses voice commands, so you can actually put like a microphone in this game and talk to your fellow teammates in the game. And I thought that's really cool. That's like a really awesome thing. So yeah, I know there's like voice commands with a headset right there. So yeah, I was really surprised that this game was actually really awesome. So thanks Jeremy for the recommendation. Probably the newest game in the package, Pokken Tournament, including the amiibo card inside. Yeah, so I played this a little bit, and it's pretty fun. It's really different from a fighting game, but it's pretty fun. Let's go over here with some DS games. Worms Open Warfare 2. I remember playing this a little bit, or renting it. And yeah, love Worms. It's great, it's a fun game. Professor Layton and the Unwound Future, which I remember always really being intrigued by Professor Layton games, and finally managed to get a copy, so hopefully I'll be playing that. Army Men Sarge's Heroes for the PlayStation, without a cover, unfortunately. I got Salvation Army, so it's something. Tony Hawk Shred, which I mentioned before, so it actually works surprisingly well. Kind of weird that like the pro skaters would just pop up out of nowhere sometimes, and it'll just like congratulate you and saying like, "Oh yeah, you're so awesome, yeah." It was a little bit like patronizing a bit sometimes, but it's alright. It's alright game. Trauma Center Second Opinion, which I remember renting this too, and really enjoying it. Though, like, it was really hard because, you know, it was in the early days of the Wii and I didn't really know how to play it. So I'm really happy that I got this game, and hopefully I'll be playing a bunch of it. And then last one, a weird one to end up on. Fur Fighters, Viggo's Revenge. If I remember correctly, I think I've gotten the first game, Fur Fighters, on the Dreamcast last month. And that copy of the game on the Dreamcast didn't work. I still have yet to play this one, so hopefully this one works. So yeah. So that'll be it for this edition of Gaming Pickups, here for the month of April of 2016. A lot of peripherals here, and also a lot of games. Yeah. It's a lot of games. So again, thanks very much for watching. Definitely watch my other previous videos. So see you guys later, as is me, T-Dude, signing out.